So, I gave you the examples. I reflected on your examples. Now I will show a little bit based on my website. I will show you some examples of how different stakeholders can do things. Right? So I'm showing you my own website, the Living Heritage. You have seen it before. And if you go there and if you don't have a login, so I could say if you are just an amateur yet, no, if you are just a tourist yet, you could find out. It tells you the domain, and then you can find something like request an account. So maybe you think, actually I'm an expert on music. Actually I should be considered a scholar. Okay, but for now I could just find out. So I could find out name of the maker of a musical instrument, the year of making, the location, the type of instrument, the period. So let me do something. So I have now said, okay, the maker should be the Carcassi brothers, well-known violin makers in Italy. And actually they were living in the 18th and working in the 18th century. And just the Italian ones, and please string instruments only. Right? And if you do that, you get this one. So apparently in the collection is one instrument that fits the description. It's made in Italy by the Carcassi brothers, and actually it's made in this year, and this is a classification. You may not care about, or you know. So even somebody who is not an expert could already find out there is maybe interesting stuff here. Right? Okay, now you decide, maybe I would like to be a scholar in this community. So you could request an account. And then you will find on the website a form. If you really feel I should be related to this collection, fill in your name, show your own website, because only people who seem to be real scholars will be accepted. So hopefully you have a website, an email address, country, institution, maybe a URL of your institution. You could find yourself to be a scholar or an amateur. You could upload publications. If you published, you could upload. And you could put a message, right? And this is the type of things. Pictures and text and movies and whatever. Okay, so this is a way to enter in the community in a way, right? And then you have a password, and now you can go to the website. And you only get the password if you make it clear to the owners of a collection that you are a scholar already, right? And then you can make a choice here. You can find objects, and this is just a list, and you can choose one, and then you get a description. And this description has many things. Actually, this is just the entry. The entry tells you the name, a code, some pictures, a classification. This is just for the experts. The name of the maker, the signature of the instrument, the location where it was made, the date, and the state, which is fully restored in 2013. By the way, you can read all this? You have good eyes. Okay, so, and here already you can look at pictures. So maybe I can find out, this is a picture, this is the fourth picture of this one, right? If I click on it, you can already read the signature and the location. Right? So, and you could look at all these pictures. And this is another part of another instrument, and this is part of the restoration report. And you can see here the restoration report is long. I'm just scrolling, and you have many pictures here. And there could actually be videos as well, but you can have pictures and you can look at it, and the pictures have an explanation, right? And this is the wind chest, and when we opened it for restoration, we found out something was here. And we enlarged, and we could actually read the signature, which helped us find out about the guy who built this organ. Right? And we found out there are still 5 other organs existing that he would, and so on. So, then there's a tab here about community. So if you are considered a scholar or an amateur, if you officially applied for the status, then you can search for information, provide information, request access to certain documents. Sometimes you need to see a document that will not be on the website, maybe because there's copyright, maybe because the owner doesn't want to publish how much he paid for a restoration. You could search for resources, submit a contribution, and you could find out what is the contributed information. It's just an example, it's an example of the database that we set up. So, for instance, you could request access to an object, and in that case, it tells you that you should mail to the person, right? So, you could submit information. So, maybe you are an author, you can upload your documents, you can describe it, and in this way you can upload, either as an amateur or as a scholar, information that could be relevant for this community.